Hey, welcome in. It is a Tuesday edition of the Lowdown presented by our friends at Lehman's Hardware and Old Time General Store. You can tell that by the little inlay that we have here on the broadcast. Nice to be with you. Hope you joined us for the Monday Huddle last night. Sonny Folks and I talking about some of those MAC openers coming up this week. Boy, what a monster matchup. We start with Marion Local, the class of the MAC for years and years and years and years and years, taking on Minster, which has sent out a word via Brogan Steffi's 6 touchdowns in week 1 and a pretty convincing win in week 2 that, hey, might be Minster's turn. It's not like Minster hasn't won state championships before. Yes, they have. Not as many as Marion Local, but everybody in the state of Ohio could say that because nobody's won as many state titles as Marion Local and head coach Tim Goodwin. So that's going to be a good one for Friday night, and we will, of course, be there. Also this week, a couple great games coming up. We've got Versailles off to a 2-0 start under Ryan Jones, headed up to Delphus. St. John got a nice win on Saturday afternoon against Lima Central Catholic. That's a no-joke win. I saw Lima Central Catholic last year in the playoffs against New Bremen. They were legit. New Bremen won that game on their way to his second state title in 3 years under Chris Schmidt. LCC, tough team. For Delphus to take them down shows you a lot about Delphus. So Versailles, Delphus is a big game this week. And then also in the MAC, we've got Anna going on the road to St. Henry. Anna is one of those teams, kind of like Versailles 2 years ago, one of those teams that you kind of saw coming a year before, and this might be their year. I'd put Milton Union last year in that same kind of basket as we saw Milton Union in 2021 have the kind of a year you thought, you know what, they're going to be a load to handle in 2022. Maybe Anna in 2022 is that team for 2023, but they got to get a win at St. Henry. Thursday night, we have an early start to the Labor Day weekend high school football. Troy playing host to Vandalia Butler. Butler is 1-1, but they're really good. They took down Piqua last week, and Troy is off to a 2-0 start. Trojans had some lumps last year, but got better as the season went along, and they look like they are building something at Troy under their second-year head coach. All right, now, the big news today on the football front is Ryan Day at Ohio State names a starting quarterback. It'll be Kyle McCord on Saturday at Indiana. Our Jeff Gilbert will be there to cover it. Keep track of everything that Gibby is writing on the site at PressProsMagazine.com. What's the password, Bruce? What does it cost me, Bruce? There is no password, and it costs you nothing because all the content at Press Pros is free all the time. And that's not the end of our largesse. We not only give you free content, we give you the opportunity to win a $50 Layman's gift card every month. Go to PressProsContest@gmail.com, enter the contest. We could draw your name at the end of the month. And oh, it's August the 29th. Gee, what does that mean? The end of August is almost here. Time to award the first of the month, the first of the season, rather, Layman's gift card. So get those entries in, and we'll award one at the end of the month. What do we have in Central Ohio this week? Well, we're going to find out how good Upper Arlington is because they're going on the road to Pickerington North. We know Central's good. How good is North? And we've got a game of unbeatens. Hilliard-Davidson 2-0 with Johnny DeBlasio at quarterback, taking on Dublin Jerome. Brett Glass and Jerome, they lost a lot last year, I thought. Lost their quarterback, lost their top receiver, lost their top running back, and they're 2-0. So we'll have our eyes on that one. So a lot of games in Central Ohio, including Dublin Kaufman 2-0 under Garen Stokes, taking on Canton McKinley. McKinley coming down after losing to Kaufman last year at McKinley. So we got a busy weekend of high school football, a busy weekend of college football. And next week when I'm sitting here, we'll be talking about, well, we might not be talking about it, but we'll have the NFL coming up as well. Remember, all the content at Press Pros is free, and you can find the content not just at PressProsMagazine.com, but on our Facebook page, on our Twitter page at PressProsMag, and on our Instagram page. If you're not following us on Instagram, you're missing it because we have a great Instagram admin. She does a great job. She puts all the content out there. And more pictures than we get in the story show up on Instagram. So if you're an athlete, you like to see your picture, check our Instagram site. It might be there because our space does not permit everything to fit within the way we wrap the content around our photos on the website at PressProsMagazine.com. And don't forget our friends at Layman's. Build in time now if you're planning on going to the state football championship weekend in Canton, Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Layman's is right on your way, 4 miles off Route 30, easy to get to. You'll love it, but you can order online 24/7, 365. Layman's, I always say, is the perfect place to find the hardest to buy for person, the absolute knock it out of the park gift. They have everything. It's a store unlike any other you've ever been to. Antiques, tech store, dry goods store, candy store, kitchen store, of course, a hardware store, but so much more. Lehman's, always open at lehmans.com, lehmans.com. And when you order, make sure you use the promo code PressPros15 to get 15% off from our friends at Lehman's Hardware and Old Time General Store. All right, have a great rest of your week. We'll talk to you again as events warrant, and keep it locked on your favorite site, free always, PressProsMagazine.com.